a big project at work
Oh,
or just trying to stay on top of your to-do list.
you got to stay organized.
Yeah. Having those skills
Yeah.
can really reduce your stress and free up your mental energy
Yeah.
for things that matter more.
So it's not just about starting a business. It's about using these principles to be more effective and fulfilled in any area of your life.
I love that. And I think what's so empowering about this is that it means that anybody can develop these skills.
Right.
You don't have to be born a business person to
Right.
think like an entrepreneur.
Exactly. We all have the potential to be more curious, more strategic, more organized in our approach to life.
I think that's a great point.
And the article really does a good job of not just telling you what to do,
Yeah.
but explaining why these things are important.
Right.
You know,
Right.
it really connects the dots between these seemingly simple actions
Yeah.
and the bigger impact they can have on your life.
And your success.
So before we wrap up,
Okay.
I want to leave you with a question.
Mm.
Of all the behaviors that we've talked about today, curiosity, pattern recognition, structured experimentation, organizational skills, which one resonates with you the most?
Ooh, that's a good one.
Which one do you feel like is something you could start incorporating into your life today?
Yeah, even in a small way.
Yeah, because even small changes can have a big impact.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
You know, maybe you start asking more questions at work, or you finally create that budget you've been putting off, or you try something new that's outside of your comfort zone.
I like it.
You know, it's about taking action and being the entrepreneur of your own life,
I love that.
taking ownership of your own journey and using these tools to make it the best it can be.
Right. And speaking of taking action, we're actually going to take a quick break here.
Okay, sounds good.
But we'll be right back to continue our deep dive into entrepreneurship
I can't wait. Okay, so we're back and we're talking about entrepreneurship.
and all the things that really go into making someone successful.
Right. And we were talking about how so many of these principles apply to, any area of life.
Yeah. Like curiosity and pattern recognition and even structured experimentation.
Right. And how even if you're not starting a business, you can use these things to be more effective.
Right. To be more fulfilled.
In your work, your relationships,
Yeah,
your,
hobbies.
pretty much everything.
Yeah, and I think it all comes back to this idea that entrepreneurship isn't about fitting into some, specific mold
Yeah.
or having a certain personality type.
Right. It's not about being born an entrepreneur.
Exactly.
It's about developing these skills, these behaviors.
And that's something that anyone can do.
Right. It's about being willing to experiment,
To learn from your mistakes.
to be open to new ideas.
and to really take ownership of your own journey.
I love that.
It's about being the entrepreneur of your own life.
Exactly. So as we wrap up this deep dive,
Yeah.
I want to encourage you to think about which of these principles resonates with you the most.
Yeah. Which one do you feel like you could start using today?
Even in a small way.
Even in a small way. Because even small changes.
Yeah, make a big difference.
Absolutely.
So go out there and be the entrepreneur of your own life.
I love it. Thanks for joining us on this deep dive.
It's been fun.
And we'll see you next time. So it really is about applying these principles to any area of life, not just, if you're starting a business.
Right.
It can be for anything.
Yeah. And I think that's what's so powerful about this whole idea of, the entrepreneurial mindset.
Yeah.
It's not about being a certain type of person. It's about developing these skills.
Right.
And anyone can do that.
Exactly. It's not about, being born with some, special entrepreneurial gene.
Right. It's not in your DNA or anything.
Right.
It's about being willing to put in the work.
To experiment, to learn.
To be curious.
Yeah.
To see the patterns.
To be organized.
Yeah, exactly.
And I think that's a really hopeful message.
Yeah, I agree.
Because it means that we all have the potential
Mm.
to be more entrepreneurial in our approach to life.
And, I think the article does a really good job of not just telling you what to do,
Yeah.
but explaining why these behaviors matter.
Right.
Like it connects the dots between, these seemingly small actions
Yeah.
and the larger impact they can have on your success.
Yeah. And your happiness, too.
Absolutely.
Like, I think when you are more curious
Yeah.
and you're more, willing to experiment and you're more organized,
Mhm.
it just makes life more enjoyable.
Yeah, definitely. So before we wrap up,
Okay.
I want to leave you with a question to ponder.
Ooh, I like it. Hit me.
Of all the things that we've talked about today, curiosity, pattern recognition, structured experimentation, organizational skills, which one resonates with you the most?
Wow, that's a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which one of those do you feel like you could start using
Yeah.
today, tomorrow,
Right now, even.
right now.
Like, what's one small thing you can do
Yeah.
to be more entrepreneurial in your life?
I love that challenge. I think that's a great place to leave it.
Yeah, because even small changes can have a big impact.
Absolutely. So go out there,
Yeah,
be curious, experiment, be organized, and see what happens.
exactly.
Thanks for joining us
It's been a pleasure.
on this deep dive into entrepreneurship.
Until next time.
We'll see you next time.